Hello YouTubers, welcome to my channel. Really good article. There's actually several good things happening that we can talk about. It's just crazy, But it's good for me because it gives me something to talk to you guys about. It looks like Miss Meghan Markle is seething mad. She's upset after learning that Princess Diana, my beloved Princess Diana, her sapphire ring should belong to her. Miss Meghan is very upset about this. Someone needs to do something right away. Entertainment Times is reporting Ms. Meghan Markle is allegedly seething after learning that Princess Diana, she left the sapphire ring for Prince Harry, as stated in her will. Now, according to National Enquirer, we know, okay, I know what you're thinking. National Enquirer, they're not a legitimate source. Does this story sound for real to you? It sounds for real to me. So let's just get after it. Meghan Markle was seething when she found out that the sapphire ring shouldn't have been given to Kate Middleton. And that is what makes it all the more upsetting for Miss MM, that Kate actually has it. You know, it's not like it's just been sold or it went to one of the grandchildren. The fact that Kate has it makes it even more upsetting, I'm sure, right? So years ago, Prince Harry, he decided to give the ring to Prince William when the latter decided to ask Miss Middleton's hand in marriage. At the time, Prince Harry allegedly didn't think that he would ever tie the knot. So here Prince Harry is thinking, oh, I'm not going to get married soon. And my brother has found this wonderful woman, Kate. She's been waiting around for years. They're finally going to get married. Why not just go ahead and give the ring to my brother and he can give it to his wife? She is all upset because Kate has the ring and she wanted the ring. MM wanted the ring. What? Okay, so back in 2017, the Duke of Sussex proposed to Markle. Unfortunately, he could no longer get Middleton's engagement ring back, so he gave Markle a custom-made one. It was Diana's ring, and Meghan just learned she left it to Harry in her will. Harry didn't think he'd ever marry and just gave it to his brother so he could give it to Kate. Now, Meghan is seething. She is so upset. She says that the ring is rightfully Harry's and therefore hers, and she wants it, the source said. She wants the ring. Prince Harry allegedly told Prince William that Markle deserves the ring. Oh, so you mean to tell me, so she done went and told Harry, go tell your brother that you want that ring back. And Harry did it. He went to his brother and said, can I have the ring back? Now, come on now. That is so wrong. As well as Princess Diana's other jewelry, since the royal family froze them out. However, Prince William didn't allegedly think so. Prince William says it's wrong that his mother's precious gems have landed halfway around the world and wants the sparklers back. Even worse, the royal family fears Harry's marriage will not last. It's more than just the royal family, it's the whole country, because we can just tell. So, if Harry's marriage won't last, and if there is a divorce, then Meghan, she will sell Diana's jewelry to the highest bidder. We know that's what she'll do because she needs the money. She needs something of value because it doesn't look like she's getting much from what she thought she was going to get because of the current situation, right? So the insider also said that Markle and Prince Harry refused to return Princess Diana's jewelry because they know that this is a sore point with Prince William and Middleton. According to the source, Markle has also had a strange fixation with Princess Diana, who passed away in 1997. A source claimed that Markle copied Princess of Wales, and she also watched videos of her before she dated Prince Harry. Girl was so... Meghan, she was doing her work. She did her homework. And she's a good student because you can tell she got an A+. She snabbed the prince. She's even practiced posing like Di, a tilt of the head and a wave. After meeting Harry, she peppered palace aides with questions about his mother and even admitted she modeled herself on Diana all her life. Meghan actually told a friend, "Diana and I are so much alike. It's clear," she believes, "I am the new Di."
Bruh.
The insider concluded the dubious story by saying that Markle won't stop wearing Princess Diana's jewelry and she won't return them to the royal family. However, one should take these claims with a grain of salt. Gossip Cop confirmed that Markle didn't steal Princess Diana's jewelry. I can see Meghan wanting to get this jewelry. To me, it just seems very logical. It makes sense because it's money. It's money in the bank. It's something that is going to give her a security of money. And you know, if it's something that belonged to Princess Diana, she's going to get a lot of money for it, even more than what it's actually worth, because it belonged to Princess Diana. And if Harry did go to William and ask for that jewelry back, that is some craziness for him to even think that that would be okay to do. Like, you do not ask for the jewelry back. It is there. Meghan, you don't get it. It's done. And you keep it moving. Just keep it moving, Miss Markle Sparkle. Okay, so the other thing is I wanted to talk about everything that's going on with Jessica losing her contract deals. Apparently, Meghan had already been somewhat upset with Jessica because she saw Jessica really profiting from her friendship with Meghan, with the deals that she was getting, the television show, you know, the appearances on Good Morning America. I mean, all these things. You can tell that that would be something that would make Meghan jealous, because it looks like you have given your friend, you've gifted your friend success at your cost. And we know Meghan is not the kind of person to just give anything if it's not really benefiting her. What does it benefit Meghan that Jessica has got success in her career, per se? What does it benefit Meghan? Absolutely nothing. So I can see that there was some jealousy there with Meghan seeing that Jessica was starting to do well. And so when this whole thing blew up with Jessica having the demands that she had and Meghan needing to actually address it, I mean, what would you do? What would you do if your friend was caught behaving badly and it was a reflection on you, because that's your friend, right? I would be like, Jessica, you better go out and make an apology. And then I think Meghan should also come out and say something, because she needs to show that she is aligned with her friend who has always been there for her, right? True friendship. You know, you see that your friend has made a mistake and you speak up on your friend's behalf and you try to make it right. But Meghan's not going to try to make it right, because making it right would mean she still wanted to be friends with Jessica. And we know she does not want to be friends with Jessica because Jessica is getting way too big at Meghan's expense. So it's kind of good for Meghan that Jessica had this little hiccup so that she has an excuse. Oh, you racist. Okay. I'm not your friend no more. Good. I don't have to actually just markle you. I can just blame it on how you behaved. And she behaved badly. And so that's an excuse for Miss MM to just kick her to the curb. And that is exactly what she has done. Apparently, allegedly. We don't know for sure, but we will see in the coming days. Meghan Markle's friendship with Jessica Mulroney on the rocks before white privilege controversy. Before the white privilege controversy even happened, their friendship was on the rocks. I mean, who really is going to have a long-term friendship with Meghan? Who is that person? Does that person even exist in the ether? No. That person does not exist. No one is ever going to be MM's lifelong BFF, because something like that just doesn't really exist when you have this kind of personality disorder. So we knew that this was bound to happen. How many people have been markled? It was just a matter of time that Jessica was going to get markled. We all know that. The friendship was already on the outs last week, you know, when Jessica was criticized last week for her tone-deaf white privilege. The pair had been a long-term pals since meeting in Canada, with Maroney 40 introducing the former Suits star 38 to a swanky Toronto social set. Now, I can see that this is going to get very ugly if it is true. If it is true. Now, we're just talking about this news article, and it sounds like it would be something that was true. It's not gossip. It's, you know, something that has apparently happened, because Meghan only really got to where she is because of Jessica, because of the circle of high profile people that Jessica allowed Meghan into. Now, if Meghan tries to kick Jessica to the curb, like markle her, Jessica is not going to have that. Jessica is going to throw a tantrum. She is going to get real skanky, because she's not going to be happy about that. And we're going to see a lot of bad things happening with the back and forth and things coming out about Meghan. If the source is saying what we are reading and this is actually true, or it could be a setup between Meghan and Jessica where they want people to think they're no longer friends, but they're still friends. So I would just have to say we'd have to wait and see what happens, because if this is true, I can foresee a lot of problems coming Meghan's way. A lot of problems. Put a damper on things for her. And she's not going to like that. And she's really going to come after Miss MM hard. She's going to do it. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. The white privilege row really is giving Meghan an excuse she was waiting for to cut Jess off for good. Since the royal wedding, Maroney has TV gigs on Good Morning America and her own reality show, I Do Redo. She was canned from both shows last week following the incident. So we know that Miss Jessica is definitely going to throw a fit. And she's probably already said things to Meghan that have already made Meghan upset, because she's probably thinking, okay, they got rid of me and now you're going to get rid of me. This is not good. This is ugly. As reported, Maroney is one of baby Archie's godparents, which will make matters more difficult. You got that right. So apparently Jessica said on her Instagram, I've lived a very public and personal experience with my closest friend where race was front and center. She then apologized again and said that she would be stepping back from social media, adding, I plan to use this time to reflect, learn, and listen. She's just going to sit back and she's just going to let other people run her social media like it. She just can't do it. She just ain't got the mind to do something like that. She's just not in the headspace to do something like that. The entitlement of it all is so, I mean, the real suffering that people go through in this world. And sometimes you need something really bad to happen for you to really be slapped down really hard. And then as you fight to struggle and to get back up, you come up stronger, better person sometimes, right? And so I think for Jessica to really become that better person that she needs to be, having this slap down like this, and then maybe trying to come up to be a better person, realizing I have done some things that were not good, or I've behaved badly, or whatever it is. That is usually the only thing that's going to get you to really turn around and be the better version of yourself. And sometimes something like this happening is a good thing, because it allows you to come out of the storm better. You dust yourself off. You kind of say, oh wow, I don't want to have to go through that again. And then there's a new you, there's a rebirth, so to speak, right? And so for Jessica, I think this is a good thing that happened to her, and I think it will allow her to reinvent herself to be a better person. And the best thing is she can do it without being friends with Meghan. Because I think having Meghan as a friend, you're not going to move on and be a better version of yourself. You're just going to succumb back to being the old version of yourself because you got this person along for the ride with you. So I think that could be a good thing for Jessica. So we'll have to just wait and see what happens. There is something positive that Meghan could do for Jessica, but we all know that Meghan doesn't want to do that because she doesn't want this competition with Jessica. She doesn't want Jessica getting fame and fortune on her back. Because essentially that's what's happened. So these kinds of friendships, they don't usually last long because the heads, they're just too big. They're just too big, and the entitlement, no, it just gets really nasty. And so we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But definitely, if she's a friend, she should say something. But she doesn't want to be friends, so she ain't gonna say nothing. Nothing.